Have you ever wondered about the true origins of one of the sequel trilogy's most imposing and mysterious figures? We're talking, of course, about Supreme Leader Snoke. From his chilling first appearance as a towering, scarred hologram, he commanded the formidable First Order, held Kylo Ren under his sway, and wielded immense dark-side power. But who was he, really? And where did this powerful entity actually come from? Let's break it down. When The Force Awakens hit screens in 2015, Snoke was immediately established as the supreme leader of the First Order, the clear successor state to the Galactic Empire. More than just a political leader, he was Kylo Ren's master, the shadowy puppeteer responsible for seducing Ben Solo to the dark side. His grotesque, scarred appearance and immense, imposing presence even as a mere hologram instantly sparked intense debate and speculation. Was he an ancient being? A new kind of Sith? The intrigue was palpable, and the questions were immediate. Then, The Last Jedi brought Snoke out of the shadows and into the flesh, showcasing his true might. We saw him in his opulent throne room, demonstrating truly formidable Force powers, effortlessly flinging Rey around, bridging Kylo and Rey's minds with apparent ease, and exuding an aura of supreme, almost arrogant confidence. He seemed utterly untouchable. And then, in one of the trilogy's most shocking and pivotal moments, Kylo Ren betrayed and killed his master, bisecting Snoke with a lightsaber. This dramatic demise happened before any significant details about his origins or true identity were revealed, leaving audiences stunned and with even more questions than answers. The supposed big bad of the new trilogy was gone, just like that. With Snoke dead and his backstory a tantalizing blank slate, the Star Wars fandom went into overdrive. The period between The Last Jedi and the Rise of Skywalker was truly a golden age for Snoke theories. This rampant speculation wasn't just for fun. It stemmed from a genuine desire within the community to connect Snoke to the wider Star Wars lore and fill the void of information left by his sudden and unexpected exit. Among these, the Darth Plagueis theory was an undeniable major contender and an absolute favorite for many, generating a huge amount of compelling discussion and analysis. Here's exactly why it was so captivating. Firstly, it offered a deep lore connection. Darth Plagueis the Wise, Palpatine's master, who, as the legend goes, could manipulate midi-chlorians to create life and cheat death, was a figure of immense intrigue introduced in Revenge of the Sith. The idea that he might have survived Palpatine's betrayal and returned as Snoke offered a powerful, almost irresistible link between the sequel trilogy and the prequels. Secondly, the thematic resonance was incredibly strong. The concept of cheating death is absolutely central to the Sith philosophy. Plagueis being Snoke would have brought this core theme full circle in a truly dramatic fashion. It also served as a plausible way of explaining Snoke's power and appearance. Plagueis was described as incredibly powerful, and Snoke's scarred, ancient look could have been explained as the result of surviving Palpatine's assassination attempt, or simply the corrupting ravages of the dark side over centuries. Furthermore, it touched upon Palpatine's influence. If Snoke wasn't Plagueis, then who taught Palpatine the secret to cheating death, which he ultimately used in The Rise of Skywalker? The Plagueis theory offered a very neat and satisfying answer to this. Of course, there were the perceived hints and clues that dedicated fans pointed to, like potential similarities in musical themes or the wise nature attributed to both characters. While the Darth Plagueis theory ultimately didn't pan out, its popularity was a testament to the fans' desire for deep, interconnected storytelling within the Star Wars universe. It represented a collective hope that Snoke would be a character with significant pre-established roots in the saga's rich mythology. Other strong contenders for Snoke's identity included theories that he was an entirely new ancient dark-side entity from the unknown regions, offering a fresh threat untethered to past Sith. Some even posited he might be a twisted version of a known character like Mace Windu, though that was certainly more of a fringe theory. But the Plagueis idea often felt like the most thematically rich and narratively satisfying possibility at the time. Then came The Rise of Skywalker, and with it the official canon explanation. Early in the film, as Kylo Ren ventured to the foreboding Sith citadel on Exegol, he discovered the truth. Supreme Leader Snoke was not some ancient, independent dark-side entity. Instead, he was revealed to be a strand cast, a genetically engineered being, a creation, and ultimately a puppet of the somehow returned Emperor Palpatine. We even see vats containing other Snoke-like bodies, implying he was one of many potential vessels or proxies entirely subservient to Palpatine's will. Now, this revelation was divisive, to say the least. For some, it provided a neat, albeit late, explanation, tying the sequel trilogy's villain directly back to the saga's ultimate evil, Palpatine. It's framed Snoke as a tool, means for Palpatine to manipulate Kylo Ren and rebuild his power from the shadows. However, many fans felt this diminished Snoke as a character, reducing him from a potentially unique and compelling antagonist to a mere placeholder. Some felt it was a retcon that undercut the events of the previous films, while others saw it as a logical way to reintroduce Palpatine as the final threat. So, what is Snoke's ultimate significance within the larger narrative? In the full picture, Snoke served as a crucial, if ultimately expendable, stepping stone in Palpatine's grand galaxy-conquering scheme. He was the instrument used to corrupt Ben Solo and forge him into Kylo Ren. He was the face of the First Order, allowing Palpatine to operate undetected, while his terrifying Final Order fleet was constructed in secret. In essence, Snoke was a powerful pawn, a temporary master designed to test and mold Kylo Ren, paving the way for Palpatine's intended return to power. While his origins might be less grand or original than many hoped, his impact on the galaxy and key characters was undeniably significant.